Howdy howdy. It's been a couple months. I just rewatched my past video, and if you hear any cats in the background, I have a cat in the room with me. I'm at my sister's house. Yes, sir. But yeah, I just rewatched my past video because it's been a while since I've checked in with y'all. And I was saying the same thing, that it's been a few months, a couple months, and sometimes you just need that time away from being online, checking in with the rest of the world, and you just gotta do your own thing sometimes, and that's okay, because only you know what you're going through, and sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do before you return back to the world and are connected. So yeah, it's been a couple months. The last time I checked in with y'all was in August, the third week of August. Good news, I was able to get my partner back at home, and he's been at home doing his own thing, kind of recovering from the situation we went through. So that was like towards the end of August, and since then I've just been enjoying my time with him. Anytime that I can get with him, I have just been soaking it in for the past 2 months, and I've been very grateful to have him back at home and feel like things are going back to normal. In September, I was dealing with, we were both dealing with court, and that's always a scary thing whenever you're going through, I'm smiling at the camera because he just texted me. It's always a scary thing going through legalities. Like, you just never know, especially with the system and us being minorities. Like, I'm really just like counting my blessings one by one at this moment. So we were able to get him home after a week and a half of him being in the system. I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, I've just been at home spending time with him. Aside from that, I've been working at my new job, which has been great. And the last time I was on here, I was talking about how I was recovering physically and mentally from my car accident, and that's another reason why I haven't been on here for so long. Hey, shh. My cat is climbing all over the place. Oh, I hope he doesn't knock anything down. Hey, shh, shh. He's just sniffing stuff, but he's not my cat, he's my sister's cat, but he's not supposed to be in this room, but I let him in the room because he kept clawing at the door. Now he's climbing the bookshelf and he's sniffing everything. Please don't knock anything down, sir. Oh, good. But yeah, I've been healing some more from my car accident, because the last time I was on here, it was more of like, yeah, my body was hurt and it was bruised, but it took some time before the real pain started settling in, and that hit me like maybe a month after. So I didn't start feeling the effects of my car accident until like September. And it was so bad to the point where I could barely move. Like, I couldn't walk, I could barely even lay down. I was constantly in pain. And I'm not the type of person that likes to be on medication. Like, I don't trust Western medicine. Sometimes I do. It just depends on what it is. But I'm not the type of person that goes to the doctor and gets medication and uses pharmaceuticals to heal myself. I'm very old-fashioned. I like to try to heal myself as naturally as I can, with like herbs or aromatherapy or meditation and physically, you know, that stuff only works to an extent. So yeah, so a lot of September was me healing from my car accident. I went to the chiropractor because it got to the point where, again, like I said, I could barely lay down, I could barely sit, I could barely walk. So I was like, what is going on? And my chiropractor told me that my tailbone was bruised, and that was without an x-ray, so who knows if there was more damage. I never went to the doctor to make sure, but I'm still feeling effects from the car accident. It's been 2 months of me trying to heal, so I've been sitting on like donut pillows and having to like cushion my bottom, and like have been walking slower, and my body's just adjusting to how my body changed after the car accident. But September was also my partner's birthday, it was my brother's birthday, it was my stepfather's birthday, and so there was a lot of celebration, which was fun. So it's this weird balance of like pain and anxiety and hurt, going through legalities and stress, but then also having this bright side of like, oh, I get to celebrate with my loved ones and everybody's healthy and everybody's here, and just having fun with that. And then in October, there were more birthdays that came up, and I was able to move a little bit more, but I'm still in pain today, like even last night, especially with the weather changing and it's getting colder and it's been raining. Like sometimes my body just hurts, so that's something that I'm having to adjust to. And most of my life I've always had back pain, but this is a different kind of pain, like tailbone pain connected to back pain, where the tiniest little thing can send shivers all across your body. It's been wild. Like I feel like I've aged 10 years in a way. Like I feel like a grandma trapped in a 20-year-old's body, and the grays don't help. But aside from me having to heal physically, everything's been really good. We're in November now. Hey Buenos, you want to say hi? This is one of my sister's cats. I'm at my sister's house right now because they're on their honeymoon. And so I'm here to feed the gatos. She has a lot of gatos, and this is just one of them. The others are around, and if you hear meowing, if you hear any cat noise, this is who I'm talking to off screen. But I let this one in because he was pawing at the door, and he loves to follow me around because when he was a kitten, he used to be friends with my cat, and he just remembers me and his scent, I guess. So he follows me around every time I come here. His name is Button Nose. I used to call him Squidward when he was a baby because of his pattern on his face. But yeah, my sisters just got married at the beginning of November, and that was really exciting. You gonna sit on that box? Go ahead. I'm gonna not bother you. Just don't knock my stuff over. Thank you. I'm gonna move this, okay? So you don't knock it over. My sisters just got married, which leaves me as the last sibling to get married. My oldest just got married, the middle child is already married, and now there's just me. But they're on their honeymoon right now, so I'm in their space watching their cats and just came to do some laundry, and I figured while I'm here, let me do a reading because it's been months since I've checked in with y'all. So yeah, things have been wild but celebratory, and everything feels okay. Everything's been really exciting, aside from like the lingering anxiety of like new beginnings or change. I've been seeing 555 a lot this week. I've also been seeing 888, so big changes are ahead. A lot of money, finances could be coming to you soon. I had so many musical downloads for y'all, but honestly, because I haven't been coming onto camera, I'm just like, okay, like, they're not relevant anymore because so much time has just been passing by. But I hope y'all are doing well. How have you been? It's been a wild couple of months, but I hope you're doing well. I hope you're getting through the thick of it. Know that there is change on the way. Winds of change have been happening. The seasons are changing. A lot of the thick energy is clearing. And we're still here. After everything that we're continuously going through, we're still here. Cheers to that. So like I said, I started my new job. I've been working for about a month or two, maybe 3. This is my 3rd month of work, and it has its own challenges, as every job does, but I was not expecting to like it as much as I do. Like, I knew that I was gonna like it because it's something new for me to explore, and it's something that I've always wanted to try. It's me following in a lot of my family members' footsteps because I have a lot of educators in my family. Oh my god, Benda, you're falling. He's like sitting in my lap, but he's so big, he just fell down. Please don't claw me, sir. Your claw is stuck. Okay. You can come back up here, but you're a huge cat. You wanna come back up? A lot of my routine has just been me working, coming home, eating, sleeping. On my free time, I'm doing laundry or some other chore like grocery shopping or coming over and taking care of my family members' duties. So it's been like that on repeat for the past couple months, and yeah, I've just been trying to heal, been celebrating, and then I've just been adjusting to all the change that has been happening in my life, but in a good way. Like, I am so tired because I've been working for 3 months straight, but in a good way. Like, I am grateful to be tired because finances are on the way, stability for the first time in my life. That's something that I'm having to adjust to, and having to break away from the mindset of worrying about money all the time, and knowing that I am deserving of good things, and knowing that I don't have to continue to live with a struggle mentality or survival mentality has been tough, because like I've been living in survival mode the majority of my life, and I'm still having to break away from that mentally, which has been a big change. And yeah, it's just been it's been good. Tiring, but good. I'm still going through legal matters in the background. Our case is not closed yet. It was moved to a later date. So I was grateful that I have more time with my partner, but it's also still like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Everything's up in the air. And anything could happen. So it's like I'm doing great. I'm excited. I'm going through the motions of it. But there's still this lingering energy of anxiety in the background where I'm like, I just don't know what's gonna happen. And also, side note, I didn't want to come on here and be ugly because my past video, the one that I posted after the one that is actually visible and public, there is a video that is on private that was previous to this one. And I don't want anybody who watched that video to come on here and be like, oh, she's trying to hide something, that's why she put it on private, this and that. You gotta think about it from my perspective too. I just started a new job. Like, it was a video of me defending my partner and what he's going through and why we're going through legalities, but also it was a protest to religious matters that are happening within my community. So it's really personal. But I just don't want anybody thinking like, oh, she's trying to cover it up, or she took down the post because of whatever reason. Like, honestly, it would still be public. Like, I said what I said when I said it, and I stand by what I said, and I will say it again. And I can make it public if I want to. The reason why I chose to put it on private was because I was starting a new job. And because that job ties me to children in education. And I don't need somebody coming after me because they're defending themselves and their point of views on what I said about the religious aspects and writing comments that aren't proven to be true. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it private because I said what I needed to say. I expressed what I expressed. I'm not gonna take it back. Yes, it's on private right now because I don't want it interfering with my career. But I stand by what I say. And if I wanted to, I could make it public again. It's still there. It's just being filtered so that way it's not getting in the way of my career, if that makes sense. But I stand by what I said, and I will continue to fight until this case is closed about what I said. And if you have a problem with what I said, I will see you in the courtroom. And that's all I have to say on that matter. Because the same person who was in my comments and trying to make this seem like something that it wasn't, if you have an issue, bring it to the courtroom because you failed to show up the first time. You didn't answer your phone. So now you're wasting my time, my energy, and my money, and my partner's time, energy, and money. And that's an issue. But I don't like for people to see that side of me. It comes out when it needs to come out. And I don't want to continuously have that wall up and bring that side out of me because a lot of people on here don't deserve that from me. This is a safe space. This is my community on YouTube. And for someone to come into my community on my page, in my videos, in my comments, and try some shit, no. I'm gonna shut that shit down real fucking quick. If you wanna say something, come to my motherfucking house and say something. Or call me, find my fucking number, DM me, but don't come in my fucking comments on a public space trying to ruin my image while I'm going through some shit. And the reason we're going through shit is because your ass was a snitch and reported shit before you even fucking knew what the fuck was going on. This person was saying, oh, you don't have all the information, this and that. You don't know what you're talking about. But did you? And if you were so offended by what was going on and you were scared for your life, you were threatened, then why the fuck are you on my socials, going through my pages, on my TikTok, fucking stalking me? Like, if you're so fucking bothered and you're threatened, who the fuck continuously stalks the person that they're feeling so-called threatened by? That doesn't make sense to me. If you were threatened, you'd be scared, threatened, and you'd be minding your own business. But instead, you're like, you keep pushing it. So, but again, this is a safe space. I'm not bringing that energy here. It will come out whenever it needs to come out. Like I said, I stand by what I said, and I will continue to fight for what I think is right. But in the end, the truth is always revealed. So like I said, you want to fight about it? Let's fight about it in court. I'm not about to do this on my socials. You're not about to fuck up my career that I just barely started 3 months ago. You're not going to ruin my relationship trying to tear me and my partner apart because you feel so-called threatened when you didn't know the whole situation that was going on. You could have personally came to us and talked to us, but now you're bringing it to socials. Yeah, I was commenting about the religious aspect on a public platform, but you didn't have to be up in my comments defending for the whole community or whoever the fuck felt threatened. Come talk to me personally about it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But, like I said, shit's gonna continue to go on in the background. People are gonna try to tear you down. I'm over here focused on my bag. We're trying to rebuild. Focused on my money. Focused on the pentacles. Protected by spirit. Sitting pretty out in nature. Healing. Because I just got in a car accident. While all these other people are mentally in their heads about your healing. Like, why does my healing bother you so much? You don't want to see me happy. You're over here crying about it. You're over here feeling threatened, so-called, but then you're checking up on my socials whenever you have time to. You're threatened, but you're stalking my TikTok. You're threatened, but you're on my YouTube and commenting under my post, defending a community that you stand by. But, like, how do you not see how you're playing a part in this? Like, but we're the bad guys. It doesn't make sense to me. We're over here focused on our stability. People are trying to rush in because they see us getting stable. But right now we're in hermit mode. I'm not focused on the people who are trying to come back in, whether it's from my past or people that I cut off. I'm not focused on that right now. I'm focused on getting my bag right. My stability, fixing things that need to be fixed. I'm focused on healing because I've been through a lot these past couple months. More than a couple months. It's been like half a year now that we've been going through the thick of it. And people just don't want to see us happy. They don't want to see us healing. They don't want to see us thriving. They'd rather come and tear us down. And this goes for both you and your partner, because the Emperor card just came out. Not only are you stable in your bag, protected by spirit, in nature healing, you have a powerful partner by your side who's also sitting on their throne, protected by spirit, doing their damn thing. And I like, in my situation, my partner, his reputation's not the best. A lot of people know like his crazy side because he is an alcoholic. He used to be a drug addict. He is very loud and does not filter what he says. He says whatever the fuck comes up on his mind, whether it hurts someone's feelings or doesn't. A lot of people don't like that. So they're gonna try and stop whatever energy this is because they want him to be filtered. They want him to submit. They want him to not have the energy that he has, to be afraid of them, to not have him be the way that he is. And honestly, like, we're not struggling, but we're not like up there yet. Like, I'm still trying to get on my feet. But the fact that people are trying to stop us at this level, like, wait till you actually get to the point where you're more than stable, where you're successful, where you're soaring, where you're wealthy. If you're so bothered right now, and we're barely getting on our feet, like, can you imagine the chaos that's gonna happen when you actually start soaring? Right now you're like collecting your harvest. Very abundant energy. This is monetary, this is wealth, health. Still protected by spirit heavily. All this evil eye, it's just gonna get returned to sender. You can be as nasty as you want to us, to my collective, but in the end, we always get through it. You're just making us stronger, honestly. Like, the chosen ones go through shit and they come out even stronger. Every single time. It hurt when my partner was in jail. I didn't have him at home for a week and a half. I was crying every night. I was barely eating. On top of that, I had just gotten into a car wreck, so I could barely move. So I was in bed all day. And even when I was in bed all day, I was in fucking pain. I couldn't even roll over. I couldn't sneeze without being in pain. I couldn't cough without being in pain. I could barely sit on the damn toilet without crying because my tailbone was bruised. And it could have been worse. I don't know, because I didn't get an x-ray. It could be fractured because it still hurts. But I'm 2 months in and it feels a little better. I still feel pain sometimes, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was a couple months ago. But what people didn't see after my partner made it out was how much he grew while he was in there, because it taught him a lesson that he needed to learn. To, hey, maybe not go outside and yell if you're feeling some type of way, to release energy, because when people hear somebody yelling, they're not gonna be like, oh, like, he's releasing energy. They're gonna be like, this guy's fucking attacking us. He's being crazy, yelling on his fucking porch. So it taught him, like, hey, maybe I need to find different methods to release my stress when I'm angry, or if I'm like feeling some type of way, I can find different ways to release this. Like, I don't have to be on my porch yelling. I don't have to be blaring my music every day because it's pissing people the fuck off. And not everybody wants to hear the music that he has to play. So we've been playing music quiet more quiet, even though the religious fucking people still haven't turned their shit down. But we've learned in this world that the system is fucking rigged, and the religious people are gonna do whatever the fuck they please, and it's always going to be a battle, and that's not our battle to fucking fight. Like I said what I said, I continue to stand on what I said, but at some point you just gotta let it go. Like, for example, Trump being president right now. Like, some people wanted Trump to be president again, and a lot of people didn't want him to be president again, but the system is rigged. Regardless, it really doesn't matter who the fuck is president, because there's so many other parts of the system that make up democracy that's only like a fraction of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had beef, my partner had beef with our religious situation going on. That's only a fraction of the problem of what's going on in the community. So it's like, sometimes you just gotta let go and let God. There's only so much you can control. But back to my point was, he learned his lesson through having to sit there and do time. What people didn't see when he got back was how much stronger that made our relationship. Our relationship was already strong. I'm willing to fight and die by my partner in crime. But I'm not gonna let people take my character out of hand. I have moments where I come on here, I'm fiery. And I'm gonna protect my career. If that means having to put something on private because I don't want people seeing me in that character. I don't like to speak in that tone of voice. But I stand by what I said. And it made us a lot stronger, and I'm grateful for it, even though it fucking sucked. And we're still going through it because I have court next month again. And I don't know what's gonna happen. But as of right now, he's home. I've spent the past 2 months with him, and it's been amazing. So, as of right now, while these people are laying in bed, mentally unwell, stressing about us harvesting and being healthy and wealthy, and focusing on our craft, probably a creative craft, like, it doesn't make sense to me. It blows my mind. Like, we're just focused on ourselves, trying to get some stability, trying to take care of ourselves and our family. Like, why? Why is it such a bother? Hello? Heartbroken. Someone's heartbroken. Someone's hurting. Someone's mentally unstable. What is this about? This could be a water sign, or you can be a water sign. Because the Chariot just came out. I don't think I've ever seen this card. From this deck, at least. And the Hierophant. Whoa, I just heard someone go past on a motorcycle, and the Chariot is a woman on a motorcycle, so that's cool confirmation. So I think this is talking about our past energy and how we were going through heartbreak and pain and mental stress. But now we're learning from those lessons. We're seeing from a higher perspective and listening to spirit and our intuition and guidance. And we're on a new path. We're protected by spirit, both light and dark. And seems like she has a wand in her hand. And this one also has a wand. So yeah, like I said, people were sitting here laughing at me, literally, like, as I was like losing my love to the system. They were laughing while he was getting arrested. Meanwhile, I was having to go through the motions of being at home alone, not being used to not having my partner around, crying all the time, not eating, and about to start a new job, knowing that my home life was being ruined by somebody because they felt whatever they felt about me saying what I said about the religious institute that they're trying so hard to defend, because that's a whole nother story. But we will fight it in court. And if you have anything to say, you can say it to me in court or to my face. But like I said, all we're trying to do is find stability and be happy. And I was talking about marriage at the beginning of this and how both of my siblings are married and now it's just me and my partner left. But marriage is in the cards. This is the marriage card. And maybe that's something that will happen in the future if you're interested in marriage. I know a lot of people don't really care for marriage. Today's society is different. Our cultures, our practices are a lot different than they used to be back in the day. And I feel like marriage is so serious nowadays. Like, we grew up in hookup culture, or like, it just depends on your race and religion, I guess. There are people that are still getting arranged marriages, that are fighting for that. There are people that are okay with open marriage. There are people that like to be married to more than one person. And whatever marriage means to you, it's in the cards. Because my partner, I call him my husband right now, but there's a lot of people being like, oh, they're not really married. She doesn't have a ring. They never had an engagement, this and that. But what's it to you? If he's my husband, if he's calling me his wife, what's it to you? Why does it matter? Why does it matter if I have a piece of paper that states that we're married or not? Why does it matter if I have a ring or not on my hand? There are people that don't care for jewelry. There are reasons why we don't have jewelry or care to partake in that. Like, everybody's idea of marriage is different. For me, it's a very spiritual thing, and I feel like we've spiritually bonded to that point and have accepted each other as partners. So what's it to you? Your idea of marriage could be different from mine or my collective's. What's it to you? If in my head I'm married, then I'm married. If in his head he's married, then he's married. What's it to you? And then the 5 of Cups. This talks about someone who is focusing on the 3 cups that they've spilt, but they're not seeing the 2 cups that are filled back here. It's kind of like a missed opportunity, or not seeing something, not seeing all your options and only focusing on the bad. I just dropped a card. The Two of Pentacles. So this could be talking about a connection. Somebody is focused on lost connections, but they're not seeing what's in front of them. You could have one or two connections in front of you and you don't even realize it. So if you're recovering from a heartbreak or a broken relationship that just ended or something, don't be so focused on what you lost. Change your perspective. There is an endless amount of people in the world, and you only come across a handful every day. Don't be so focused on this one person or 3 connections that you lost. Only saying 3 because there's 3 cups that are spilled. Don't be so focused on those broken relationships to the point where it's eating away at you, because you always have other options. There's always other options out there. You just might not be seeing it because you're so focused on the things that you lost. The High Priestess. Maybe do some meditating about it all. To try to change your perspective, you gotta look within. And this is a very knowledgeable card. The High Priestess is almost like an educator of sorts. See her laptop in her lap. Very daydreamy energy. A good balance of darkness and lightness. I see fertility because of the pomegranates in the background. So you have a sense of higher knowledge on what's going on. You just gotta look within. You're so focused on these 3 broken connections, you're not seeing something that's right in front of you. Are there any more messages? But yeah, since this is an educator card, I just want to talk about work again. Work's been really cool. I've been meeting a lot of cool kids from the ages of pre-K to 12th grade, all ages. And I've been seeing like the different stages of life, and it's been very nostalgic because it makes me think of like, oh, how was I when I was in this grade? Or like, what did I go through during this time period when I was their age? Or what was I into? What did I used to say, like slogan wise? Because the slang nowadays is so different from whenever we were kids. And they make me laugh. They also get on my nerves, but that's everybody. Like, people, we're constantly still learning together, and it's a good reminder that we're all still learning and nobody's perfect, because I do run into kids that like, I'm like, oh, you're getting under my skin. But then I have to remind myself, I'm like, they're still a kid, no matter how big they seem or little they seem. They're still learning, and there's still time, and there's still time for different influences and lessons that they need to take in. And it's just a good reminder, like, we're all just human. We're all just trying our best. And no matter if it's your favorite or least favorite person, we're all a part of this world, and we're all a part of this community. We're all a part of the system. And yeah, it reminds me, even in my dark moments, I'm like, okay, yeah, I came on here and I was ugly in my last video, and then I'm having to, like, not in a way hide it, but like, it does seem filtered. Like, I wish I could just leave it public so y'all can go back and watch it and read my comments. But then I'm like, I have to think about my family and my loved ones, and I have to think about someone being able to take what I said and spew it out of context or use it against me within the laws of court. So I'm like, no, like, you're not gonna win, because no. But no matter how bad someone seems, at the end of the day, we're all a part of the lessons that are here on earth. We're all here to learn. And if you've made it this far in the video, I hope that any of my videos, not even just this one, that you are able to take something away from what I've said while I'm here with you. Whether it's like a big lesson or a small lesson or something small that I've said. That is all I'm here to do, is to just come and chill with y'all. Keep you updated with what's going on with me, but also to leave pieces of myself for y'all to come back on here and take away from, or just come hang out with me. On Friday, I was driving into work, and it's been raining here because I think the weather's trying to change. And I saw a rainbow. I saw a rainbow before I went into work, and I was like, wow. I can't remember the last time I've seen a rainbow because it hasn't been raining in a while. And it was a nice little spark of joy before I walked into work. And I'm bringing this up because the 10 of Cups just came out, and there's a rainbow. And aside from the joy that it brings, and it has all of the rays of colors, so it's amazing energy. I looked up the symbolism when I got home, and it said that rainbows symbolize hope. And I feel very hopeful, even though I have a lot going on in the background. Because like I said, I'm not gonna let someone come into my life and change my narrative. I'm not gonna let someone come into my space, into my territory, and try to change my story. You can try, but in the end, we're usually victorious. And I send you love too. If you're a hater and you're on here watching me, stalking my socials, trying to find whatever the fuck you're trying to find, or just watching me simply because you can't stand me, I send you love regardless. I send you love regardless. Because like I said, you don't notice when you're trying to hurt me. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking hurt, okay? But every wound that you have in life is gonna heal. I went through the motions of the ocean. I can get through it time and time again. But all you're really doing in the end is making me stronger, making my partner stronger, making my family stronger, making my pockets wealthier. It might feel like a little bee sting, a little mosquito sting. I'ma hurt sometimes. We're all human, but we're all learning. It's all a part of life. Nobody's perfect. Not even me. I come on here sometimes and I say some shit that is uncalled for. But I'm sending you love too. 9 of Cups. She's giving me funky energy, because why she's sitting there like that with her arms crossed? I've never seen this this card before, so I'm gonna look it up real quick. 9 of Cups. It says, treat yourself. You've been killing it lately, and you deserve a nice reward after your success and accomplishments. Throw a party. Buy yourself something nice. Have a spa day. Do something you want to, only for you. Show yourself the love you deserve. Girl, boy, I have been treating myself since before my first paycheck even came in. If you go on my TikTok, I was like using the last of my money that I had to go to Five Below when I had no business being in Five Below. And then when I got paid, I went back to Five Below. And yeah, if you like to watch little treat yourself videos, you can follow me on TikTok. What is my username on there? I want to say it's sax.1111. I'm not sure if I changed it. But yeah, if I've been posting a lot of like blind box stuff on there, and random things that I've been buying at Five Below, because I've been treating myself, and you should deserve to treat yourself too. But I want to know why this lady's sitting here with her funky energy in the middle. She's smiling, but why she look like that? Why is her body language like that? Maybe some people just don't want you treating yourself. Like I said, this girl that I'm sending love to, or this person that I'm sending love to, even though she's sending me hate, she's stalking my socials, and I blocked her. But that doesn't mean that she can't just make another account and watch me still. The fuck are you watching me for if I'm bothering you so bad? You just don't want me to win. 10 of Wands. But like I said, I had no problem with this person up until my husband went to jail. And then I was like, oh, and I saw a whole nother side of this person that I was not expecting to ever see in my lifetime. But shit happens, and it changed my perspective of this person. But do I hate this person? No. I have love for this person because when I was younger, I was cool with this person, just like everybody else that I have beef with. Like, and not saying that I have beef with this person, because at the end of the day, like, I'm getting through it. It is what it is. It's part of life. You make mistakes and you learn from it. But if you're so threatened, why the fuck are you still watching me? What? It doesn't make sense. So the 10 of Wands talks about carrying a heavy load. This could be just a lot that's going on right now. You feel overburdened with maybe tasks or just a lot to juggle in life in general. Like I said, I've been off camera for 2 months now. A lot of shit's just been going on in the background that I've been having to deal with. And it can get heavy sometimes, so make sure that you're getting rest if you need rest. I've literally been coming home from work and like knocking out at 7 o'clock and then waking up in the middle of the night like, what? But I've been so tired, but in a good way. But just don't let it consume you. Like, don't take on too much if you can. But I know that's easier said than done, because I've been juggling a lot, I'm not gonna lie, with court, with my body having to heal, with birthdays, celebrating a wedding, helping plan and set up a wedding, and starting a new job, having to meet new people that I've never been around. and work with people. Just a lot on top of that, coming over and helping people with their things. Like, my sisters are on a honeymoon. I'm taking care of their cats, but just don't let it become so much that you're not taking care of yourself too. Because I haven't eaten breakfast. I haven't eaten lunch because I'm doing chores. Like, I'm doing laundry right now. I'm having to come take care of their cats. And I'm perfectly fine with that because I have been eating heavily since the wedding. So today I'm kind of like fasting a little bit. But my husband texted me earlier and was like, make sure you eat. Like, you're not eating until evening. So you're having lunch, dinner. And I made a joke and I was like, yeah, I'm having dinner today. And he was just like, that's a no-no. Like, you need to feed yourself. So sometimes it's just a lot of stuff that you're carrying, and just make sure that you're taking little bits of time when you can to take care of yourself. I will eat dinner tonight. I will be fine. But do I have to be doing a reading right now? Like, using my time when I could be resting and relaxing? Not necessarily. Like, it's not a necessity that I come on here, but I do feel like it's long overdue because it's been a couple months and I don't want y'all to be like, oh, she's hiding or she's running away for whatever reason, or la-di-da-di-da. Like, also, I just miss y'all. Like, sometimes I just want to come on here and chill with y'all. So, let y'all know that I'm okay. Want to check in with you and make sure you're okay. But like I said, I've just been healing. And maybe y'all have been focused on healing too. Make sure you're pouring into your own cup and not just everybody else's. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Even though I know, like, it's okay to take care of loved ones too, and everybody that you love. But just a reminder to take care of yourself too, at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, in the middle of the day. Treat yourself, love on yourself. And yeah, with that being said, we're like almost at an hour. I want to see if there's any fortunes that come out. I'm doing a lot better. My body still hurts, mainly when I'm laying down or whenever I'm sitting for too long, but it's a lot better than it was. Like, I'm telling you, every time I had to cough or sneeze, I tried to hold it in because it would like send shivers down my spine and my tailbone, and now I can sneeze, now I can cough again, and it doesn't like send me into pain. Or just little things like sitting down, or like being able to wear certain pants that fit me really nice. Like, I can't do that anymore. If there's any pressure on my tailbone, I'm like, ugh. So, but it's okay. I am doing fine. So I just pulled 3 fortunes. It says, find release from your cares, have a good time. Find release from your cares, have a good time. Try not to worry so much, just have fun with it. I have a lot going on in the background, and every day I wake up and I'm like, I'm still so blessed. I'm gonna go celebrate this, I'm gonna go celebrate that. Hell yeah, my sister just got married. We just partied for 2 nights straight. I got a job. I'm getting paid. My health is recovering. God bless. Fuck the rest. Okay, Donald Trump's president again, and what? And what? It fucking sucks. I could sit here and cry all day, but what is that gonna do? Release your cares. Go have a good time. Go treat yourself. Go take a bath. Go have a drink. Go have a smoke. Do whatever you want to do to feel better. If the table moves, move with it. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. Go with the flow, basically. Go with the flow. If we are all worms, try to be a glowworm. If we are all worms, try to be a glowworm. So, my interpretation of this is shine bright like a diamond. People try so hard to normalize you, and you stick out like a sore thumb because there's something special in you. And that's why people are so bothered when they see you doing good and they see you thriving, even though you feel like you're just barely getting on your toes. They see something in you, and that bothers them because they don't want you to glow. They don't want you to shine. They don't want you to prosper because you're sticking out, and they wish they had that attention. They wish they had that same shine within them. But do your damn thing. Don't let nobody dull your shine. Don't let anybody dull your shine. Don't let anybody try to contain you. Try to change your narrative. Try to speak for you. Try to come into your space on your time, fucking with your money, because they're bothered by your energy. No. You better defend your shit. You better put your foot down. You better speak the fuck up and stand up for yourself. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Protect your loved ones. Don't let anybody walk all over you like that. Now I'm going to go in with my quotes, and then I'm going to end this reading because we're already over an hour. But it's okay because I've been gone for 2 months, right? It's okay. But if you're going to come on to my space and think that I'm one of those consistent readers, I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of inconsistency, okay? I come on here whenever I please, whenever I feel like the time is right. I'm not like the other readers who come on here with a set schedule. I'm not going to come on here with a set time. And I'm not going to give you 3 or more videos a week. That's just not me. I do it when I please, when I feel the energy is right, when I feel like there's a message for me to deliver, whenever I just feel like coming to hang out with you, whenever I feel like you need an update on what's going on with me, whenever there's something going on in my life that I want to share because we're celebrating. You're just gonna see me when you see me, okay? I am not consistent. I don't know if I ever will be. I'm gonna try. I would love to be that picture perfect person, but I am not. But this first message says, a man is either free or he is not. There cannot be any apprenticeship for freedom. A man is free or he is not. There is not any apprenticeship for freedom. To me, that's talking about my situation. My man is either free or he is not. Whether he's at home, whether he is locked up. Mentally, when he was in jail, he still was not locked up. He was a free man. Like, yeah, there's bars around him, okay, but he still has the freedom of speech. He still has the freedom of all his rights in jail. He ain't scared of no fucking policeman. He ain't scared of the law, and he ain't scared of no fucking judge. You're either free or you're not. And in his mind, he is free. And therefore, let freedom fucking ring. Like I said, we're going to court in a month. I don't know what's gonna happen, but regardless, he is a free man because he chooses to be free, mentally, physically, spiritually. Button Nose fell asleep on the couch and he's so cute. Are there any other messages? Oop. Let's see. I believe that if you'll just stand up and go, life will open up for you. I believe that if you just stand up and go, life will open up for you. By Tina Turner. So she's talking about the law of attraction. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Believe it and you can achieve it. If you believe it, you can achieve it. And then this one says, a people that values its privileges above its principles soon loses both. A people that values its privileges above its principles soon loses both. So if you value privilege above principle, you could lose both. How do you reword that? Sometimes these messages are like, how can I say this in my own words? if you're so privileged, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, if you're privy to being privileged, if you're abusing your privilege in life, I was talking about privilege in my last video, over your principles of life, over your morals of life, over your way of living. If you think you are so privileged that nothing can touch you, sometimes the message gets lost, you know, like, to me, this talks about gratitude. Like, if you think that you're untouchable and your shit don't stink and you've had your life made and you don't got to worry about certain things to the point where you're privileged and you're not living your way through morals or principles of life or the rules of life and thinking that you're just on top of your shit, you could lose everything. And this is talking about multiple people, not just one person. It could be a group of people. And this kind of ties back to the religion thing. These people are so focused on tearing us down that they don't see that they're kind of stepping on their own feet. Every single time you're reporting my husband just because he's outside yelling on his own property, you don't realize that they're putting your names in the system. They're recording data of everyone in the neighborhood who reports of why this man is yelling. And then it goes back. Well, what about this system that all these people, these privileged people who are so-called living by religious principles, religious morals, ethics, why are they all reporting on this one man, this one person? It kind of loses religious value. You're going against your own ethics, your own morals, and people will start to see the truth. The truth is always revealed. You're going against your own practices by hating on someone who's in the community. You're not practicing what you preach. And You want us to lose so bad, but what about you? What about yourself? What about your practices? What about what you're preaching? What about what you're doing? What is it teaching the community? That if anybody goes against what you say, that they're just gonna get locked up? And this is a repeating pattern that has been happening, because my husband's not the first one that got in a situation with this so-called religious institute. There were others before us who went against what they were preaching, practicing over there, who spoke up. And it all ends in violence or someone getting reported to the cops. And in the end, you're just shooting yourself in the foot, because violence never solves anything. It just creates more violence. You're adding fuel to the fire. And in the end, you're just kind of outing everybody at your religious institute. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I guess I tied this up, but the first one that's on here, it says the first step is you have to say that you can. The first step is that you have to say that you can. I am ending this reading hopeful for my career, my future career, my outcome of what I'm going through. I'm hopeful that my body will recover, and I'm hopeful for the future, because I know it is a bright one, even though I'm being heavily tested right now. And I'm hopeful that everybody that has been going against us, I send you love regardless of what I'm going through, because we're all just humans. We're all just going through the motions of life. And regardless of what we believe in, religious, race, sex, gender, culture, everything that makes us different, we're all just here doing the dang thing, trying to live our lives and trying to do the best for ourselves and our family. So I hope that you can take away something from this video. But yeah, I will see you when I see you. And happy holidays, because it's November and soon enough it'll be December. And yeah, peace, love, and light. Bye.